Alright folks, welcome back to my channel, Measure Once, Cut Twice, where we always learn something new every day. Today we're going to install the new electric line that's needed for this bathroom remodel that I'm doing. So I've got a 20-amp breaker in the box, so we're going to run some 12-2 Romex from the bathroom to the crawl space into the box. So I drilled a hole and now I'm shoving all 50 feet of the Romex down into the crawl space. And I'm going to nail it in with some tacks just to hold it in while I'm tugging on it. That won't be the final resting place of where that wire goes. So now we're going to install a new knockout. We're going to knock it out and then install a electrical grommet to protect the wire as it comes through the box. Make sure you get every last little piece of that knockout out or else your grommet won't fit well. Now I'll say I was pretty proud of myself for figuring this out and looking up the different codes and ways to do this whole job. By far the most electrical thing that I've done so far, besides maybe wiring up that other bathroom. And so I was glad I was able to figure this out. And there goes the fish tape going out and down into the crawl space. We're going to use that here in just a little bit. So there it is, all shoved through those holes that I've used before. So now let's go find that wire. But yeah, I was pretty proud of myself for getting this done and learning it and conquering my fears of electricity. Once you think about it, once you picture it, once you picture the flow of what the electricity is doing and what touches what and how it all works, you can figure it out. And so there's the 50 foot of Romex. So we're gonna have to haul it down to the other end of the crawl space. Y'all are in for a ride if you haven't gotten one already. That's the piping I threw down just under there. We're gonna use that later for the rest of the bathroom remodel. So we're gonna go every couple of feet and tack in this wire so it's all good and sturdy and won't wiggle around at all. Always remember, if you want to try something new, there's the code is available. It's written out there for you to see and to learn so that you can do it to yourself. That wood there is a project for another day, another floor leveling. When I come to this here air vent duct, I didn't want to just drag the wire all the way across the top of it, and so I tack it in and then I bend it all up together. Nope, don't want to do that. So I bend it up all together. And then I'm going to shove it through while I use my hand to protect the air duct. Because one thing I don't want to do is start ripping on that air duct. Shove it through all at once makes it a lot easier. And so on we scoot. Every couple of feet, gonna throw up those little tacks that hold the wire in place so it doesn't move. Purchasing that respirator that I'm wearing is definitely an investment in my health. The number of times I've been playing around in the insulation and dust has definitely not been helpful. And so now we're back at the fish tape near the box and we're going to tape it all together and get it joined up real tight. One thing you don't want to do in this part is either make the joint between the fish tape and the wire too bulky, or else it'll have a tough time getting through the different tight passageways that are there. And also you don't want to make the joint too weak, because the last thing you want is to have to go back under there and find where the tape broke away and try to redo it. So it takes a few minutes to try and figure it out, but eventually I got it figured out and that's what it looks like. Real good and secure. So now I'm gonna pull it through, pull, almost there. Can you see it? Can you see it? It's so close. And there it goes, hooray! Keep tugging, make sure everything gets loose through loose, and there it goes. Gonna pull out the 10 or 15 feet that's left. We're going to measure it roughly, cut off the excess, and then from there we're going to strip down the wire, measure out the different lengths, and cut it to length. This part was the scariest because of course you're messing in the electric box. That's always going to be a little bit worrisome, but just think about what you're doing. Look and pay careful attention. If you need to, break up that voltmeter to see what's hot and what's not. So now we're just going to measure the hot wire to the place it's going to go, strip it out, get it ready, and we'll press on. And unfortunately, I didn't get a lot of video after this because my phone storage filled up. And so I got it in, thankfully. I got the ground hooked up, I got the neutral hooked up, I got the power supply hooked up, so let's turn it on. It didn't go boom. Hooray! Thank goodness. And that's a wrap. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next video. 119. Just like it said over at the other place. Hooray, we did it.